Sir, science teacher of Government High School of Bengadi, Reverend Father Vijay Lobo, the principal of Anughraha institutions, Vice President of Parish Pastoral Council, Mr. Anthony Fernandez, PTA Vice President, Mr. Anant Krishna, Mr. Ravi Sir, HM of Primary Section, Management Committee members, Mr. Praveen Fernandez, Mr. Arun Rebello, Mrs. Sunita, Mrs. Geeta Fernandez, Mrs. Marlene D'Souza, Mr. Stani Pinto for our today's function. I request Mr. Ravi Sir to kindly escort the guests to the dais. Today, we are very happy to have media members with us. I welcome you all on behalf of everyone here. Of God's greatness, let's offer our prayer through prayer song.
World you have made is a beautiful place. The power of your love, we rejoice in the beauty of your word. From the seas to the heavens above, the morning whispers of purity, the evening of your peace, the thunder booms your exuberance, and the awesome power you release. This world you have made is a beautiful place. It tells the power of your love. We rejoice in the beauty of your word, from the seas to the heavens above. The tenderness of the newborn child, the gentleness of the rain, simplicity in a single cell, complexities in a brain. This world you have made is a beautiful place. It has the power of your love. We rejoice in the beauty of your word, from the seas to the heavens above. From the seas to the heavens above. From the seas to the heavens above.
I now request Reverend Father Vijay Lobo, our principal, to welcome today's guests and give introductory speech about science exhibition.
Dear correspondent, dear guest invitees, dear parents, faculty members, and my dear students, it gives me great pleasure to stand before you to welcome and to make the introductory speech about the science exhibition that we are having it today. Through the efforts made by all of our students and staff, this event is made possible. Our exhibition's target is to encourage innovation through science among the young generation as they are the nation's future. This exhibition, my dear friends, focuses on innovation at its best, as you can see from all models placed here in this auditorium. The brightest minds are working to uphold all these innovative ideas present here today. The best part is that they have huge thoughts in their minds and a wandering mind as well, which according to me, if properly channelized, can lead to classic creations. Preparation for this science exhibition started 1 month ago. The science teachers have been called and the responsibility is given to them. Students groups were made and the topics for the exhibitions were given to the students. And during the Dasara holidays, students are asked to complete the target. And our students have done it extremely well by various models which are displayed over here. I'm sure that science exhibition will interest you greatly and captivate your attention. Our students from class 1st standard to class 10th standard have prepared the models to the best of their capacities, applying their knowledge. The models displayed here may be in the form of nuclear power plant model or drip irrigation model, Newton's law, solar power irrigation, smart city model, a model on rain harvesting, volcanoes, digestive system, excretion system, life cycle of coronavirus, gas leakage detector, air pollution, Pythagoras theorem, multiplication table, and the famous model this year we have is of monkey gun. And you can hear a lot of noise today by this particular model. Some of the models are really ingenious and will take you by surprise. Most of the models are made out of low cost, no cost material or waste materials. And these low cost and waste materials are turned into wonderful creations in the hands of our children. And therefore, I congratulate all our children for the best display of their hidden potentialities. So it is our pleasure to have everyone here for the inauguration of the science exhibition. We have amidst our correspondent, Reverend Father James D'Souza. He is the inaugurator of this science exhibition, and he will bless the occasion and he will give his presidential remark. Father has keen interest about the science exhibition. He was again and again he was telling us to have this sort of program as well as this exhibition. And he has also visited the auditorium while we were preparing for the exhibition. On behalf of all gathered here, I extend a cordial and warm welcome to Reverend Father James D'Souza, our correspondent. Hearty welcome to you, dear Father. We have Mr. Govind Prakash as the chief guest of this science exhibition. He is a lecturer of Computer Science Department in St. Philomena PU College. He has readily accepted our invitation and he has come over here for this science exhibition. On behalf of all gathered here, I extend a warm welcome to Mr. Govind Prakash. I request Mr. Prabhakar Shetty, our Kannada department teacher, to offer a bouquet and welcome Mr. Govind Prakash. We have another chief guest, our own alumni and the parent, Mr. Roshan D'Souza. Mr. Roshan D'Souza is a science teacher of Government High School, Bengadi. He's our parent, and I extend a warm welcome to him to our science exhibition. Cordial welcome to you, Mr. Roshan. I call upon Mrs. Janet Frank to welcome Mr. Roshan D'Souza florally. From the department BO office, we have Mr. Mohan Kumar, the BRC of Beltangadi Taluk, as the chief guest over here. He too is our parent. His son studies in 10th standard. A warm welcome to you, Mr. Mohan Kumar. I request Mrs. Hemlata to offer a bouquet to Mr. Mohan Kumar and to welcome him to the gathering. We have amidst us Mr. Anthony Fernandez, the Parish Pastoral Council Vice President. We recognize his presence and I extend a cordial welcome to Mr. Anthony Fernandez. Hearty welcome to you. We have amidst us the management committee members. Very specially, I welcome Mr. Praveen Fernandez. Mr. Praveen Fernandez from Hallimane, all of you know. A very special reference has to be made today because at the entrance of the hall, you see the antiques, the collection of valuable things, the antiques. And the responsible person for this arrangement is Mr. Praveen Fernandez. I thank him for his contribution and I welcome him to this gathering. Hearty welcome to you, Mr. Praveen. I recognize the presence of other management committee members, Mr. Arun Rebello, Mrs. Merlin, and Mrs. Sunita. I welcome them. We have PTA Vice President, Mr. Anand Krishna. Hearty welcome to you, Mr. Anand Krishna, for this science exhibition. And also, I recognize the presence of Parent Teacher Association Executive Committee members over here. Hearty welcome to all the Parent Teacher Association Executive Committee members who are present here. I also recognize the parents of parents. We have given the invitation to the parents of our students. Most of them will be joining us later. So this exhibition is there for the whole day. So parents have been requested to visit this exhibition by evening, and some parents are here. I extend a cordial welcome to all the parents who are present here. I also recognize the presence of media persons, Mr. Jitesh Pinto, as well as from media persons from Uplus Media local channel of Ujire. Their personals are here. I thank them and also I extend a cordial welcome to these media persons, Uplus Media local channel. Hearty welcome to you. I also appreciate and welcome all the faculty members, the teachers who have gathered here. We are our own and you have done the job which has been assigned to you. Recognize the presence of Mr. Ravi Kumar and also the sisters from SMI Convent, Sister Valsa and Sister Jacinta, the sisters who are present over here, and to all the staff members, hearty welcome to you. A warm welcome to all the students who have gathered here, especially the students who are involved in the model exhibition. So they are seated here in front rows, and these students are going to exhibit the models that displayed. They are in large number. So hearty welcome to you, dear students. Finally, a warm and cordial welcome to all of you gathered here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Welcome to you, Father. Thank you for your welcoming words and introductory speech. Anughraha institution has given birth to many doctors, engineers, and people of high posts. Apart from academic excellence, it encourages the growth of the inner personality of an individual by conducting various extracurricular activities and nurtures the child spirit in the background of nature. We have chosen this science exhibition as a medium to propagate simple but important facts of science. Experiment to experience is the theme of the science exhibition. Through this exhibition, with our students' sustained efforts, they have tried to exhibit the concealed miracles of science. Now, may I request our school correspondent, Father James D'Souza, today's chief guest, Mr. Govind Prakash, Mr. Roshan sir, Mr. Mohan sir, Father Vijay Lobo, Principal of Anughraha Institutions, all the dignitaries on the dais to do the honor to throw open today's science exhibition. Let the flame of fire may dispel all darkness. Thanks to all the dignitaries. May I now call upon chief guest of today's function, Mr. Govind Prakash, to deliver the inaugural address.
Good evening, everybody. Honorable correspondent, beloved principal, Reverend Father Vijay Lobo, esteemed dignitaries, and the faculty members and my dear students. At the very outset, I would like to thank Reverend Father Vijay Lobo for inviting me to inaugurate science exhibition. I am honored to stand before you as an inaugurator of today's program. At this juncture, I would like to speak or I would like to share few things because today you are just exhibiting your talent, your skill, and you are organizing, especially the management, the principal, and the staff members, organizing such an event which gives a platform at the school level itself to exhibit your talent, and more than that, you can understand, you can get some knowledge as well as a skill, and also which prepares you as a competitive world. You are just prepared to the competitive world. So, before speaking something, I would like to ask the two questions. So much curious question. What is science and technology? Anyone can answer? Because as I just observed on the banner, it is a science model exhibition or the science exhibition, but I am including science and technology. I am not using only the word science because without technology it is a worthless. So can anyone tell me what is science and technology? Or just the definition of science? Okay, I will tell myself the answer. Science means it is a systematic knowledge. And what is a technology? Because we are in a 21st century, we are living in a technological savvy world. So we should know what is a technology also. So technology means a practical utility of systematic knowledge. And also we are doing that science model exhibition. What is an exhibition? Exhibition is nothing but it is a display. We are observing that it is a display or it is a presentation of your skill. So a majority have participated, as now the principal informed the frontline sitters. A large number of students has created the different models. Obviously, which gives a platform to improve yourself in the science and technology. And we have the famous saying that necessity is a mother of invention. If a serious problem is upon to us, we will definitely think of that problem. Once we start to think very seriously about the problem or any issue, which leads to a discovery, or we can say to leads to an invention. I think majority all of you know a famous personality or the famous scientist Newton. And also his discovery that gravitational force. So how he invented, once he was sitting under the tree, one apple fell down. So he started to think about that incident. Automatically he ended up his thinking and he led one discovery that is called as a gravitational force. So science is like that which if you are thinking about the science and technology, always it leads to into one invention, one discovery. Today, as now just I said, today we are living in a technological savvy world, and a majority we are indulged with we are addicted to the gadgets, smartphone. So we are using daily, we are using a lot of gadgets, but actually what has to be done? The gadget has to be controlled by the human being, but nowadays what happened, the gadget has started to control the human beings. So it is actually the adverse effect. If you are using science and technology in a certain boundary, the science is always the better thing. Best example I can say here, majority all of you know the PUBG. Dear students, please attention, all of you know about the PUBG or the Free Fire. Yes. So your parent is always scolding that it is not a good. And the society is speaking it is not a good. But I am saying, It is a good. Playing PUBG or the Free Fire is a good. Only if you are using in a certain boundary. When it becomes a bad, if you play a whole day. Instead of that, if you play for a half an hour, if you use a mobile phone for a 1 hour in a day, you definitely will understand, your mind will analyze some of the techniques. It will improve your concentration skill. So that's why I'm saying the science is a boon as well as it is a bane. Because if you are using in a certain boundary, definitely it will be a better discovery. It will lead to us a better discovery. So at this juncture, I would like to say one thing that, my dear students, in my college also I used to always to say that we need to update ourselves. Because every day you can observe the science and technology is improving. You might be heard about the artificial intelligence. So in a technological field, the tremendous growth is going on. So in future days, definitely every student, every person needs to update, depends on the technology. Suppose if you are not trying to update ourselves, definitely we will be eliminated from the competitions. I'll say the one example. Have you heard the name of Nokia? Have you heard the company name Nokia? Yes. So Nokia is now, we can consider it is one of the outdated company. In the earlier, that 10, 12 years before, Nokia was one of the branded company. Especially in India, we are considered that if one person having a mobile phone means it is nothing but Nokia. But today, we are not at all using about the Nokia phones. So in the year 2016, a 6-year-long year back, the CEO of Nokia has called one press conference, and he said a very, what we can say that, a very sentimental dialogue. We never did any mistakes. We were good in our company. We were in a branded. We never used any sort of duplicity. But still, we lost the market. Only we did the mistake that we never changed. They never tried to update. Because they had a one overconfident that the mobile phone means it is nothing but the Nokia. So they thought of that in a market we will be always in the top position. They never tried to update themselves. They never tried to change themselves. Due to this, the customer has made them to down. And Nokia is now only in the market in the all over world. The market has led by them only 2 to 3%. Once upon a time, almost 80% market is covered by the Nokia, and today they are in a 2%. So that means, suppose we are not updating ourselves, definitely we will be eliminated from the ladder of success. So we are observing the technology is developing tremendous growth. But meanwhile, we are getting a lot of information on a whole day at the tip of our finger. In a Google, if you search any information, within a fraction of a second, we will get the information. And meanwhile, we are losing our common sense. So this has a lot of meaning, which tells a lot of things. Because we are considered that we are in a 21st century, we are living in a technological world. But meanwhile, we are living in a duplicity, we are living in a dishonesty, we are living in a disrespectful. So my dear students, whatever the technology is invented, whatever the science and technology has developed, meanwhile, we also develop an honest, a good things. So once again, I would like to narrate one simple story because children always like stories. Instead of speaking other things, you always like stories. It is not a story, it is an incident. Have you heard about the name, the famous scientist C.V. Raman? Have you heard? Yes. After his retirement, he started one research center in Bangalore in early 1980s. So he called an advertisement because he wants some scientists, young scientists. So he gave the advertisement in the paper. So many people applied. So many scientists were applied. And they have made a short list. And 5 members were called for the interview. That is a personal interview. On the day of interview, C.V. Raman personally did the interview. Out of the 5 members, they selected only the 3. And the rest of the 2 were eliminated from the interview. They were sent by giving the traveling allowance in the company or the organization. If they come for the interview, they will give the traveling bus fare or the train fares. So the office administrator gave up for all the 5 members their traveling allowance, and they told them to go home. And they will give the intimation when they have to join. The interview process is over. In the evening, C.V. Raman was leaving his office. While he is stepping towards to his home, he observed one guy is standing near to the entrance gate. And he went near to him. He observed them up in the morning to face the interview. Immediately he thought of that he might be not selected for the post, that is for the vacant post. So he might be requesting me to once again to give the chance to him. So he reached near to him, and C.V. Raman, with his personality, with his attitude, asked with him, "Do you have any problem?" The guy politely said, "Yes, I have one problem. That morning, office administrator has given me traveling allowance, but they give me 7 rupees more. I gave the change." You might be thinking 7 rupees. Nowadays, we won't get one lollipop also. But it is a story of 1980. They give me more 7 rupees. I returned the change, but office administrator said that the transaction is closed, you keep the change. But it is not actually mine. I want to give it back. The C.V. Raman politely asked, "Do you want to give that money back?" "Yes." He said, "Yes, give it me." He stretched his hand, and the guy has to give that money, and he kept in pocket, and directly he went without saying even thanks. The boy was stunned because C.V. Raman didn't give any sort of thanks or the gratitude to him. The boy was surprised. After few steps, C.V. Raman turned out back and said, "I would like to meet you on tomorrow at 10:30. The guy was happy. The boy was very happy because he got once again to meet Dr. C.V. Raman. So on the next day, he met the C.V. Raman at 10:30 a.m. in his office. And C.V. Raman said to him, "You failed in physics test, but you passed in honesty test. So I have created one more vacancy in our office. From tomorrow onwards, you can join to my office." The boy was very happy. The boy joined the office, joined the research center, and become a doctorate, went to US, went to America, and did his FRS. And in 1983, he awarded as a Nobel Prize for Physics. He is a famous physicist, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar. After his Nobel Prize, he wrote an article in the newspaper, "7 rupees changed my cost of life." So, my dear student, what you can understand here, if you are good, if you are honest, definitely success will follow you. So, my dear students, whatever you do with it honest, do with your wholehearted, don't copy from others. So, here I am observing a lot of science models. So, try to improve yourself, get your knowledge, get your skill, get your ideas, implement that idea. Definitely you can invent, you can discover new things. So, I will conclude my words by saying one rule of life. If you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If you don't ask a question, your answer will be always no. If you don't keep step forward, you will be always at the same spot. So try to understand this simple rule of life I am suggesting you go whatever you want, have it. Ask the question, clarify your doubts, and keep that step forward because we don't know where it may lead. So, my dear student, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
For the thought-provoking words. May I now request Mr. Roshan sir to deliver inaugural address.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, respected teachers, my dear friends, and my dear students. Being an old student of this school, I am really very proud and very glad to be a guest in this special auspicious day. In this competitive world, we are facing lots of challenges in front of us. In this scientific world, we need to cope up with the new inventions, and we have to use those new inventions for the future or for the common people. For example, one such invention is internet. Internet is such a beautiful invention. Even a small child knows how to use that, in what way to use it, and in what condition you can use it, and for different purposes that child uses it. Many scientists have invented very new things, and it has been used for, or it has been very beneficial to a common man. Many students have come up with special projects which will be very beneficial to others also. Many scientists who have invented some beautiful things which are benefited. For example, Thomas Alva Edison, he invented a bulb, and that same bulb has lighted the whole world. And you might be knowing Marconi, who invented wireless telegraphy, and that led to invention of a radio, and radio and television have transformed the world. This reminds me a small real incident which happened in a great engineer and scientist. A man was traveling in a train. It was a late midnight. The train was traveling or pacing to its destination with a howl in a silence night. That man was resting near the window, with keeping his head near the window, and suddenly he woke up from his sleep and jumped and pulled the emergency chain. You know that when you pull the emergency chain, the train comes to halt. The train stopped, and all the passengers, including the officials of the train, came to that compartment and started questioning him. All the passengers and officials were very angry. Most of them thought that he has done out of his sleep. They were in anger, but this man replied to them gently. There is a crack on the rail of the railway track, so I stopped the chain. If I had not done this, there would be a big accident to take place. All of them asked, how could you see that crack in that late night, in this dark midnight? Are you trying to mock us? He said, no, I'm never trying to mock you, and I never had the intention to wake you up from the sleep. But only thing is that I wanted to save you all. Then the railway officials got out of the train with a torch. They went a few meters away from the train, and for their surprise, they could see a big crack on the railway track. All the people and the officials, they returned back to the same compartment, came to the man, and with a sense of gratitude, they asked him, how could you predict it so accurately? He said, while I was sleeping near the window, with my head resting on the window, I could hear the vibration of the wheel as well as the railway track. Suddenly, at a particular place, there was a massive change in the vibration of the railway track. And I thought, at the same time, I thought, this change can happen only when there is a crack on the railway track. So all of them thanked him so much, and all the officials also thanked him. And because he had saved thousands of lives, because if he had not done that, the train would have met with a large accident. So such was the foresight of that man. And that man who saved thousands of lives is none other than Mr. Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya, or he is also known as Sir M. Vishveshwaraya. He had such a great foresight. He had constructed many dams throughout India. One such famous dam, you know that it's KRS Dam in or Krishnaraja Sagara. It's in Mysore or near Mandya. This dam serves millions of people even today for agriculture purposes as well as for the drinking purposes. Organizing these kind of science exhibitions or science activities in the school, it encourages many young students. It helps to collect different innovative ideas of different mentality students or different minds together and to come up with the new projects and experiments. I can see many young scientists in front of me. Anughraha, young scientist, future scientist. I think you have come up with the better and better projects so that your younger generation or your juniors may come up with better projects in the future years. This leads to get new and new, better, innovative ideas. Today, on this special occasion, we shall take a special pledge to save our Mother Nature, because this is a special day related to science and our nature is also related to science. We are depending upon main natural resources around us, that is water, air and soil. Today we shall take a pledge to save these natural resources. We shall take pledge to save water, not to waste water, not to pollute water, and save the water and replenish the water by special projects like rainwater harvesting. Let us not pollute the air. We shall plant more and more trees so that we can get better oxygen or good quality oxygen to breathe, and we can get heavy rainfall in the future, and it can be used for the future generation also. Let us not pollute the soil by not using the plastics and other non-biodegradable substances like glass or metals which can pollute the soil, so that we can have a healthy soil and a better fertile soil, so that we can grow more and more good crops, so that we can have a better and better future generation. So, my dear students, I request you to take a pledge on this day, on this special day, to save our Mother Nature, to save water, soil and air. Before concluding, I would like to remind you of our former president and our great Indian rocket scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He used to inspire students, children and youths, and he used to ask them to think big things in life. He used to ask them to dream big things. His most inspiring thought is, if you fail, never give up, because fail is nothing but, or fail means first attempt in learning. First attempt in learning means when you fail, you really, most of the people we see around us, they try to give up. They stop in the first attempt itself. But according to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he says, when you fail, it is nothing but it is the first attempt. And you know that failure is the key to success, or it is the step to success. And one more most inspiring thought of APJ Abdul Kalam is, if you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. What does it mean? I'm seeing many projects around us here. You have put your hard work on it. maybe your parents have helped you, your teachers have helped you. Unless you try hard or work hard, you can never succeed in your life. So, by remembering Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Sir M. Vishwesharaya, I'll try to end up this small message. I would like to thank Anughraha Institution Administration for inviting me as a chief guest for this function, as well as I would thank all the young scientists in front of me to presenting such new models and better new models in front of this dais. And future scientists, you come up with still more and more better ideas. At the end, I would like to thank all of you. Thanking you all. Jai Hind.
For your encouraging words. May I now request Reverend Father James D'Souza, correspondent of Anughraha Institutions, to deliver presidential address.
Father Vijay Lobo, the chief guest, Govind Prakash and Roshan D'Souza, the other dignitaries on the dais, staff, students, parents, and media persons, and well-wishers. A very good morning to everyone. It is my privilege and honor to speak a few words on the occasion of science exhibition. I should say, it is a long-cherished dream is being actualized as seen today. It was only a notion when first proposed. Most of us, I feel, did not know how it would take shape. Whereas our principal, Reverend Father Vijay Lobo, had clear-cut ideas how to go about. And hence, I thank and congratulate him for taking keen interest and making this program possible. I also appreciate the staff and students who have put their heart and minds together in shaping their ideas into projects and models. A science exhibition is a wonderful tool that engages students in learning new facts. It develops in them curiosity to learn more, which otherwise is not developed by listening to boring classes. It provides platform for the students to use their scientific knowledge and bring the best innovation from their brains. It also allows students to work together in groups and learn from each other. They share their ideas and collectively galvanize those ideas to bring something innovative into implementation. This further allows the students to develop their moral and social skills and make them a better team player. We believe that science exhibition helps to explore the creative talents of the students and push them to think outside the box. Students enjoy learning through such exhibition as they put effort and models with their own hands. When they give presentation in exhibition, they become more familiar with the public speaking, and this removes stage fear and imparts self-confidence in them. It also encourages them to ask more questions to address their curiosities. These exhibitions also help to develop in students a more scientific attitude towards problems and challenges that they face in life. Students apply their classroom knowledge in this exhibition and develop taste for learning by doing. It shifts from them from theoretical study to practical implementation, and they avail the opportunity to apply their ideas in unique ways. Once transformed their ideas into a project, they showcase it in front of others to get acknowledged, which further boosts their confidence. Therefore, these exhibitions make students more confident, creative, future ready, and of course, learners for life. My greetings and best wishes to all the staff and students assembled here for the success in their education mission. I conclude my words by a quote from Abdul J. Kalam. Imagination leads to creativity. Creativity blossoms thinking. Thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your kind and insightful words. An event of great importance and efforts cannot happen without the support and cooperation of many people. I now invite Mrs. Raksha to extend the vote of thanks.
To propose vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this science exhibition happen. First of all, I would like to thank our correspondent, Reverend Father James D'Souza, who graced us with his presence and guidance. Thank you, Father. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Govinda Prakash, Sir, Department of Computer Science, Saint Philomena College, Puttur. Thank you, sir, for spending your valuable time with us. Now I request our correspondent Father, James D'Souza, to give a small memento as a token of love. Thank you. A special thanks to our guest, Mr. Roshan D'Souza, sir, science teacher at Government High School, Bangadi, for accepting our invitation and for being here with us today. Now I request our correspondent, Father James D'Souza, to give a small momentum as a token of love. Thank you. I would like to thank our guest, Mr. Mohan Kumar, sir, BRC Beltangadi, for taking his precious time out. Now I request our correspondent to give a small momentum as a token of love. Thank you. I would like to thank Mr. Anthony Fernandez, Vice President of Parish Council. Thank you for being with us, sir. I would like to thank Mr. Praveen Fernandez, member of our management committee, for making the arrangement of antique items. It is indeed a great contribution. Thank you, sir. Now I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Mr. Ananda Krishna, Vice President of PTA Council. Thank you, sir. I also thank all the executive committee members of PTA. I thank the media members for attending this function. Thank you. A special mention to our respected principal, Father Vijay Lobo, for stimulating us to do our best and standing as a pillar of strength. Thank you, Father. I thank our primary in charge HM, Mr. Ravi Kumar, for always supporting and guiding us. Thank you, sir. I also extend thanks to all the staff members for their enormous cooperation. Thank you. Our sincere gratitude goes to all parents and well-wishers for your support and encouragement. Without your support, children were not able to achieve excellence. Thank you. I would like to thank neighborhood school to support our children. Thank you. Last but not the least, memorable for all of us. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, parents, teachers, and students. Today, our students are going to exhibit the new and innovative working models and many other projects. So, may I request you to move forward for the formal inauguration.
ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ವಸ್ತು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸುಮಾರು 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಒಂದನೆಯ ಫಾದರ್ ವಿಜಯ್ ಲೋಬೋ ಅವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸಿನವರು ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸಿನವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಕೂಡ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲೆಕ್ಕದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 500ಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನದಾದಂತಹ ಈ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಯಾರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೊರೋನಾದ ನಂತರ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿದ್ದು ಮಲಗಿದಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರು ಎಚ್ಚರಗೊಂಡು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಸ್ತು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ತಯಾರಾದದ್ದು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಅಲರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಮೂಲಕ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮೊನ್ನೆ 2 ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಸರ್ವ ಸುಸಜ್ಜಿತವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಶಾಲವಾದಂಥ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಯಾರದ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇದರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು. ಅವರು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ಅವರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನದಾದಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, PhD ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬೆರೆತುಕೊಂಡು ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಉಲ್ಲಾಸ ಉತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಶಾಲೆಯವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಬೇಕು, ಹಾಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಶಾಲೆಯವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸೈಂಟ್ ಮೇರಿಸ್ ಶಾಲೆಯವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಲವಾರು ಶಾಲೆಯವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪಾಲಕ ಪೋಷಕರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮೂಡಿ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಲಕ ಪೋಷಕರ ಸಹಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಎಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಇಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸರಿಸುಮಾರು 300 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ವಿವಿಧ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂದು ಶಾಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರಿಸರದ ಶಾಲೆಗಳ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಹೆತ್ತವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಮುಗಿದಿದ್ದು, ಈಗ ಆಯ್ದ ಶಾಲೆಗಳ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಟ್ಟು ಈ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಅವರು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶಂಸಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಭಾಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಇದೊಂದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
We are from St. Mary's School, Laila, and this exhibition is held by Anughraha School. It is very useful for the children to know about nowadays it is very good to know about the advanced technology, and very useful for the children to know variety of experiments are displayed here. And it gives lot of information for the children to know about the recent what is happening, how to for example pollution, how to control pollution nowadays. It is very important, that also displayed here. And hydroelectricity, so like that, so many experiments are displayed which are very useful for the children to come and observe. Thank you. We are from St. Mary's here, 94 children with the 2 teachers. We have come here to observe it. Thank you.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮರಿಯಾ ಶೈನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು 4 ಮಂದಿನೂ SDM B.Ed ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 2 months ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಶಿಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ SDM ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ. ಸೊ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋವಂಥವ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು 90% ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆನ ತೋರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ನ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ದೆನ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಲೈವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೀಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಲೈವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸಾಯಿ ಸಿಂಚನ ಎಲ್ಬೇಕಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಸೈಂಟ್ ಮೇರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಿರುವ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Good morning to all. This is a very good opportunity to students to show their skills. I'm very happy to see all the exhibitions. Very intelligent students are there. Thank you for inviting us.
ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ PTA ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಭಾರಿ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಭಾರಿ ಚೆಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಉಂಟು. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸಲ ಭಾರಿ ಚೆಂದ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಒಂದು 10-20 ವರ್ಷ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು. ಹಾಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ.
ಇಂದು ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಈ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಸ್ತು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಬಹಳ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಬಹಳ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಹೊಸ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರ್ಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಪರಿಸರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿ ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಭವ್ಯ ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಗತಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಯುವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಒಟ್ಟು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ವಂದನೆಗಳು.
ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಿರಿ ಮೊಳಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕುರಿತಾದ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ವೈವಿಧ್ಯಮಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವರವರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತಹ ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿಪಡಿಸಿದರು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಭಗವಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಮಾಡಲಿ.